What is up, guys? It's Larry here with another movie review for you guys. And today I'd like to talk a little bit about Toy Story 4. Now, before we get into that, I do recommend that you go and check out the other video I did for this channel. It is X-Men The Dark Phoenix. I gave that movie a review as well, but I do recommend that you go and you check it out. Another thing before we get into this, I just want to say if you have any ideas or comments, or if you're like me, you like talking movies a lot, then I recommend that you go and you hit that like button and that subscribe button, and post down in the comments different ideas that you have, different things you'd like to see a review on, things of that sort, and just with the comments, make sure that we're all nice. Let's have a very nice, friendly discussion about it. Don't be jerks. Let's just all have a very nice adult conversation about it. Now, going into Toy Story 4, I absolutely loved this film, guys. There was just so much about it. I went in there a little scared. I didn't really know how they were going to do it because, in my opinion, the third one left us off at a really good conclusion mark. And I just didn't really know how they were going to continue the story on. And I didn't really think they were, and then of course we got the news that they were going to make a Toy Story 4, and I was pretty scared going into it. I didn't really think it was going to go too well for them, just simply because of how well Toy Story 3 did. But I have to say, after going and watching it, they did a marvelous job with this film. It was, and I know I'm gonna be coughing. I'm gonna be like clearing my throat and coughing a lot. I think I'm getting a little bit sick, so I do apologize for that. But honestly, it was a wonderful film. So, talking about the good and the bad of the film, I'll of course do like I always do. I'll start with the good. First thing that comes to mind, the cast again does such a wonderful job. They have such chemistry together. You have Tim Allen, Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks, the woman that plays young Sheldon. I keep on forgetting all these people's names, and that is my fault. Um, but I know who they are. I just cannot think of their names. I have got to start writing them down before I make these videos. But the cast, they had, getting a little bit back on track, the cast had such great chemistry, just like they did in all the other Toy Story films. I'm a big fan of this franchise, and the cast just did so good. Another thing that really just comes to mind is just the great moral that the story brings to the screen. It has a lot of emotional and just heart-wrenching moments in this film to where you actually really care about the characters. Even the antagonist villain that they have in the film, um, you're almost rooting for the way that the movie unfolds and just introduces this character into the franchise. You're almost rooting for her because in the movie truly makes you feel bad for her and want her to achieve what she's wanting, even though it's kind of going against our characters, like Woody and Buzz and Bo Peep. The movie just did a wonderful job of just a very great moral. Even everything with like Sporky, it's just very well done. Just quite good. Um, Going on those same notes, Woody got a excellent story arc of this movie. Um, he kind of started off in the film being the secondary toy. With Andy, he was always one of the first picks, but with and I forget the little girl's name in the film, but I do apologize. I do forget the little girl's film, but she was more into the Buzz and some of the toys that she already had, and Woody would get stuck in the closet, and it goes from that to Woody to in the wanting to help Sporky realize his purpose in the film. And Woody became this like mentor role almost, and then in the end he get. I don't want to spoil too much, but he gets a very nice ending in the third act of the film that I truly did enjoy. I do think this will probably be the last movie in the franchise, just based upon how it ended. Um, if it's not though, we'll see. I didn't think they'd be able to make a number four, but they did and did a good job. So who's to say they can't do the same thing with a number five? Um, but I absolutely loved the story arc that Woody got in this film. It kind of going on to it, kind of like I already mentioned, it's just a great add-on to the franchise. Um, didn't think they could do it, but they really did pull it off. Just continuing with the good guys, great comedy. It's probably, in my honest opinion, it's probably the funniest movie of the franchise. There's just a lot of jokes that hit just dead center. Um, I think there's maybe just one or two that kind of drops and hits the floor. Um, but that's just one or two jokes in about an hour and a half movie. Um, it's not even enough to put in my bad version, or bad things I actually didn't like about the film, which is, we'll get into it later, but it's only like one thing that I kind of like, I was, kind of torn on, wasn't really sure about, but I'll get into that here in just a minute. But, just the jokes, Buzz and Woody Sporky was wonderful. Just some of the jokes that they threw in there is truly great. I'm even laughing about it now just thinking back to that. And anyway, going on into it, I will go ahead because we're getting a little bit lengthy here, so I don't want these videos to be too long, but at the same time, I do want to get my thoughts and feelings out on the film, different things I noticed, and so on and so forth. But I will go into the bad. And really, on this list, as far as things I didn't really care too much about the film, there's really just one thing on this list, and that's the dummies. And my issue with the dummies was that they were a little bit too creepy for a children's film. Now, yeah, adults can go and watch Toy Story 4. I've already seen memes and all that on Facebook, with adults going in instead of children. It's all funny. But the film is meant more for children. And, now, I'm not saying I didn't like the dummies and that I don't think they should have been in the film, because that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that I do think they should have been made a little less creepy than they were. When I see that, and I picture in my mind a child watching this film, I do see that child having nightmares afterwards. So I do think that the dummies were made just a little too creepy in this film. But like I said, I mean, it's not something that could just completely ruin the film for me. It's just a little minor thing that I think could have been tweaked a little bit. Other than that, guys, that is my review for Toy Story 4. I highly recommend this film. If you're, a little iffy about it, so was I before I went and watched it. Then I went and watched it, and it was wonderful. I absolutely loved it. The cast, the writing, the jokes, everything was great about this film. So in conclusion, guys, don't forget, make sure if you like this video, if you like talking movies a whole lot, I might want to think about hitting that like and subscribe button. Give me ideas down in the comments, but be nice about it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. I am hoping to get another review out today. Been a little bit slow on the reviews. Had a lot going on. But But I am hoping to get at least one more review out today. But other than that, guys, that's it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.